Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest news in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Ashni.
Can you tell us about the R1 billion green loan facility that underpins the 3 solar PV renewable energy plants being constructed by Harmony Gold?
Yes, so a lot of these mining companies are now producing their own electricity, and it's great that they can go along to the banks and get soft loans. They can get green loans. We see with this project near Orkney, it's very important because these gold mines that have got underground mines like Moab, Kotsong, that's a Harmony Gold mine. They use a lot of electricity, a lot of power. So the more power they can produce themselves, the better, and the cleaner the power, the better. And we can see that Harmony Gold's, it started in the Free State. It's now moving to Orkney in a much bigger way, 100 megawatts. And it's still underpinning all this with a green loan that it's secured in 2022. So banks are keen to get involved, mines are keen to get involved. South Africa needs the additional electricity, but we also need the additional clean electricity. And this is top of mind now. You can see all over the place, the mining industry is really moving to make sure they energize themselves. And when they energize themselves, they do it with renewable energy.
And we've heard that global investor sentiment towards South Africa increased significantly in 2024.
Yes, Exoro reported for the year, and they said in the year 2024, it was absolutely noticeable that, the sentiment, the investor sentiment towards South Africa has improved remarkably. Now, we heard that as well from Southern Palladium, which is chaired by Roger Baxter, saying, when he was in New York and Toronto, undoubtedly, South Africa as an investment destination was back on the radar screen. This is all very good news for us, and we've got to keep making sure that we box smart, we put on a good face, because we need this investment. And if there is this sentiment, we've got a lot of opportunity coming up, particularly in the critical minerals area, and hopefully we'll get our cadastre soon. And when you've got a cadastre and people can see on a screen what is available, they can come in and start exploring immediately, which is fantastic for the economy.
And lastly, the outlook for platinum group metals demand has been uplifted by a series of new global hydrogen fuel cell buildouts.
Every day now, you see new projects coming through. There's 500 of them that with, billions of dollars. And we heard it at COP that, they can really treble that and quadruple that because of the scope that you've got with hydrogen. Every single country can produce its own energy. You've never had that in the past. You've always had the oil companies that you've got to pay, and when the currency moves, it's hectic. Now you see that even outside of the mobility, because we're hearing every day buses are going on hydrogen, cars are going on hydrogen, ships are wanting to go on hydrogen, planes are wanting to go on hydrogen, and of course the derivatives as well. All of a sudden you see what we know as a power station, some big structure standing there that doesn't move itself, it moves the electricity. We see a massive one now planned in South Korea. So that'll use green hydrogen and fuel cells. And that's magic for South Africa, because the electrolyzers, if they use the correct ones, the PEM electrolyzers, which are most efficient, they require platinum group metals. And then you've got the mobility, the fuel cells, which turn that hydrogen back into electricity. They also require platinum group metals. So it's always great news for us that this is expanding, and it's expanding quite remarkably on a daily basis.
Thanks for speaking on this, Martin.
Great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.